Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Ministry of Culture launches postage stamps at La Biennale di Venezia 2022. National Colours exhibition for plastic arts inaugurated in North Al-Batana Governorate. Omani Riyal 100 fine imposed for littering in public places in Oman. Afghans in dire need of income and jobs as humanitarian aid insufficient according to a report. Special briefing for envoys of G20 and invitee countries held in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. India-Bhutan satellite testament to a special relationship with people of Bhutan according to Prime Minister Modi. Today another World Cup starts for Argentina, sees Messi after win over Mexico. FIFA World Cup, proud of my team, we will not give up, says Saudi coach Ronaldo after loss to Poland. Those were the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth has inaugurated postage stamps at La Biennale di Venezia 2022. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth launches postage stamps for its pavilion at the end of its participation in the activities of the 59th La Biennale di Venezia 2022, which was held from April 21st to November 27th. The inauguration aims to highlight the first participation of the Sultanate of Oman and to document the march of contemporary Omani arts through the artwork presented in the National Pavilion, Oman News Agency said in a statement. Oman Post has issued 4 postage stamps bearing the artworks presented in the pavilion for Anwar Sonia, Riyal Rawahi, Hassan Mir, Budwal Rayami and Radhika Khimji. His Excellency, the Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth for Culture and Commissioner General of the Sultanate of Oman's Pavilion at the La Biennale di Venezia said the following. The participation of the Sultanate of Oman in these events introduced Omani fine arts and artworks to the pioneers of contemporary art and contributed to building bridges of cultural communication. It will also enable those interested to develop their future skills in the creative industries. The Youth Committee of Al Salam Club organized in Shinaz Gates Hall in North Al-Batana Governorate an exhibition, National Colours for Plastic Arts, in which a number of artists participated in the wilayats of Shinaz and Liwa. The exhibition included 68 colour paintings that constitute national features, in addition to live painting activities where a number of participating artists painted their paintings in the exhibition, which lasted for 2 days. Dr. Abdul Rahman bin Muhammad Al-Awadi, head of the club's youth committee, explained that the exhibition represents an opportunity to display the creation of plastic artists in the wilayat of Shinaz and Liwa, in addition to instilling national values and identity in the younger generation through the fields of plastic art. The organization of the exhibition coincides with the Sultanate of Oman celebrations of the 52nd Glorious National Day. The Honorable Dr. Aisha bin Ahmad Al-Washai, member of the State Council, sponsored the opening of the exhibition in the presence of a number of directors of government institutions and participating plastic artists. A fine of Omani Riyal 100 will be imposed on anyone who disposes of waste in public places. Littering is a behavior which harms the public health, pollutes the environment, and deprives others from spending good time outdoors. Littering is forbidden by law, punishable by a fine of up to Omani Riyal 100, Muscat municipality said in a statement. The municipality added that the cleanliness of Muscat and the preservation of tourist facilities and sites are the responsibility of everyone. The municipality also shared pictures of negative practices against the environment from the top of Amirat Mountain. Those are the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
We play, you listen.
You talk, we listen.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
95.4 in Muscat.
And 91 in Salalah.
Music, news, views, and everything in between.
TFM. Let's talk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. As the Afghans continue to live a miserable life under the rule of the Taliban, lack of jobs and income has made the lives of people miserable, as humanitarian aid has not proven sufficient over the time, sources reported citing the European Commission. According to a report, the European Commission started this month that assistance is not enough and Afghan people want income and jobs, that is, the economy to improve, and that the basic needs approach in Afghanistan needs to change. Experience from past months, implementation and contacts with partners, international NGOs and think tanks show growing consensus that humanitarian aid and basic needs assistance are important but not sufficient, the European Commission added. Residents of Kabul stated that they needed employment possibilities to stabilize their economic condition because humanitarian aid alone could not improve their circumstances. The Taliban entered Kabul on August 15th last year, causing the US-backed government to step down. Later in September, the outfit announced the composition of the new interim government of Afghanistan. The country is currently battered by the deepening economic, humanitarian and security crisis following the Taliban takeover. The international community, from governments to non-governmental organizations, has been providing various assistance to the Afghan people. Ahead of India assuming the G20 presidency on December 1st this year, a special briefing of the resident heads of missions of the G20 member countries, invited guest countries and international organizations was held at Swaraj Dweep in Andaman and Nicobar Islands on Saturday. During the event, a detailed briefing was given by the G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant and the chief coordinator of the G20 summit, which is slated to take place in India this year, Harshvardhan Shringla, on the substantive operational and logistical aspects of various G20 interactions during India's presidency. Around 40 missions and international organizations marked their presence in the program, the Ministry of External Affairs said in a release. The G20 Sherpa recalled Prime Minister's statement at the G20 Bali summit that India's presidency will be inclusive, ambitious, decisive and action-oriented. The special briefing discussed various priorities such as public digital goods and digital infrastructure, inclusive energy transition, accelerated progress on sustainable development goals, women-led development and multilateral reforms. Shringla, who was the chief of G20 coordinator, briefed missions about the extensive arrangements for G20 meetings across India and facilitation for the participation of delegates. He also recalled that the day also marks India's Constitution Day and the 14th anniversary of the Mumbai terror attacks and the importance of facing global challenges together. At the end of the briefing, OSD Muktesh Pardesi and ASG20 Abhay Thakur answered a range of queries from missions on travel, visas, protocols, security and participation and invitees. The heads of missions were provided with a detailed briefing on the history, culture, environment and development of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands by Chief Secretary Keshav Chandra. New Delhi is organizing meetings throughout the country on a pan-India basis, as it is the Prime Minister's vision that the G20 presidency of India should be a participative process in which everybody feels that it is his presidency. India will assume the G20 presidency on December 1st. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday commended the Department of Information Technology and Telecom Bhutan and ISRO on the successful launch of the jointly developed satellite by both countries. Prime Minister Narendra Modi commended the Department of Information Technology and Telecom Bhutan and ISRO on the successful launch of a jointly developed satellite and said that the India-Bhutan satellite is a testament to its special relationship with the people of Bhutan, according to the Prime Minister's office. The PSLV C-54 carried the India-Bhutan SAT along with India's Earth Observation Satellite 06 and other satellites from the Satish Dhawan Space Centre from Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh, read the Ministry of External Affairs press release. Today we have achieved a historic milestone in India's bilateral cooperation with Bhutan as two special friends and neighbours. In a span of 2 years, the collaborative efforts of the dedicated team of space engineers and scientists from ISRO and Bhutanese sides have culminated today in the launch of the satellite for Bhutan, said Jaishankar at the launch of the satellite. Those are the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news. Stay tuned.
Play, you listen.
You talk, we listen.
You got something to say? We want to hear it.
95.4 in Muscat.
And 91 in Salalah.
Music, news, views, and everything in between.
TFM.
TFM.
Let's talk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. Following his side's win over Mexico in their do-or-die clash at the ongoing FIFA World Cup, Argentinian striker Lionel Messi said that another World Cup starts for his country. Messi said that Argentina's win over Mexico keeps the nation's knockout stage hopes alive. Earlier, Lionel Messi's superb long-range strike and Enzo Fernandez's stunning goal guided Argentina to a dominating victory over Mexico 2-0 in the Group C game at the Lusail Stadium, keeping their FIFA World Cup dream alive. Today, another World Cup starts for Argentina. Messi was quoted as saying by sources after the match, "I tell people the same thing, that they continue to believe. Today, we did what we had to do. We had no other choice. We had to win so that we depended only on ourselves. The first half we did not play as we should, and in the second, when we calmed down, we started to play the ball better, and after the goal we went back to being what we are," concluded the star striker. It may not have been a memorable performance, but Argentina got the win they needed, beating Mexico 2-0 at the Lusail Stadium to keep their hopes of qualification alive. After their shocking 2-1 loss to Saudi Arabia, Argentina knew defeat would mean elimination. They laboured once more until Messi's 65th minute intervention. In a rough and tense match, the 35-year-old, likely playing in his final World Cup, scooped up Angel Di Maria's pass outside the box and fired a crisp shot into the bottom corner to break the score. 3 minutes later, Argentina secured the victory thanks to a ball from substitute Enzo Fernandez. Messi then switched roles and became the game's provider. The win moves Argentina up to the second position in Group C, a point behind Poland, whom they will play in their final match as they attempt to secure a spot in the round of 16. As for Mexico, they have to beat Saudi Arabia to have any hope of qualifying. Following his side's loss to Poland in their Group C match at the ongoing FIFA World Cup, Saudi Arabia coach Hervé Renard said that he is proud of his team and it will play until the last second of the tournament without giving up. Goals from Peter Zelensky and Robert Lewandowski and a penalty save from Wojciech Szczęsny gave Poland a 2-0 win in a Group C match against Saudi Arabia at Education City Stadium. "We're still alive," Renard was quoted as saying. "We will play until the last second of our World Cup. If it is next time against Mexico or another time, we would not give up. I'm just proud of them. I know them perfectly now. I know they're sad, some of them feel guilty, but football is a team game." After the surprise and famous win against Argentina, Saudi Arabia started off aggressively as Salim Dawsari's assist helped Mohamed Al Buraik make a right half-footed attempt from outside the box, which he was blocked. In the 13th minute, Saud Abdelhamid assisted Mohamed Kanu to take a right-footed shot from the right side of the box to save in the top right corner. 2 minutes later, Jakub Kiwior of Poland was shown a yellow card for bad foul. Matty Cash got the yellow card for a foul in the next minute. In the 39th minute, an assist from Robert Lewandowski, Peter Zelensky's right-footed shot from the center of the box went onto the top right corner. Poland's Christian Bielik conceded a penalty after a foul in the 43rd minute. But Salim Al-Dawsari failed to capitalize on this great opportunity as his right-footed shot was saved in the bottom left corner. Goalkeeper Wojciech Szczęsny made a brilliant save and also blocked the rebound to keep his team's lead intact. In the second half, Saud Abdelhamid's right-footed shot from outside the box was blocked. Mohamed Kanu's shot also went wide. Numerous attempts by Saudi went in vain, and in the 82nd minute, Robert Lewandowski scored a goal with a left-footed shot from the center of the box. Poland went on to register a 2-0 win. They now have 1 win and 1 draw in 2 matches. Saudi Arabia had more possession in comparison to Poland, enjoying 64% of it, while the European side had only 36%. Poland, though, had only 3 shots on target in comparison to Saudi, who had 5. Poland played out a goalless draw with Mexico in their opening game of the tournament. With 4 points from 2 games, Poland will now face Argentina in their final match of Group C. Those are local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.